So I know you're super big on your what I call your new baby, right? Um, Talking about the flight assessment, extreme execution. We're gonna show a quick little video, but I definitely want to get the behind the scenes of why was this even created. So let's show the people.
The lion gets up and tears everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is. Oh, look, I'm the man round here. I just might blow some bands round here. Oh, look, I'm the man round here. My name up on the list, so let me in round here.
We are doing this to help other people find out what their superpower is. It's about balance, not about strengths or weakness. It's about balance. You got some strengths about you, but what can be considered, you can be a villain too. As extreme execution, we're gonna do stuff together.
I'm the man. Hey, can I just first and foremost shout out my media squad? I'm like, yo, I don't even know if I'm that sweet.
Oh, but you are. But you are. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that.
I'm
We
looking
take
at that
we
joint
don't
like,
worry about it. We that you are that sweet. We just kind of clean it up. That's all it is. We
oh,
kind of clean it up.
I'm talking about not clean. Y'all recreated. You rebuild.
Listen,
That joke,
listen.
yeah, that was fire.
It's the impact. It's the impact.
Yeah.
But extreme execution, right? Why? What is it? Like people know you for speaking, motivating, going through walls, and now we see extreme execution. We're hearing about the flight assessment. Why was it important to build this?
I wasn't giving 120, y'all. I wasn't giving 120, you know? And what I mean by that is there was no other program that could get you the triple double. You know, like there was no other program that we designed that could get you that triple double. You know, Breathe You, phenomenal, but it gave you a phenomenal community. It gave you family,
Right.
right? Masters of the Game, phenomenal community. But at the end of the day, we're only helping, manage you, kind of coach you, and help you to get to another level in what you do. Game Changers, look. Game Changers is phenomenal, but what it would require to build that foundation to be a speaker, it might take you a minute. I don't know how long, but it could take you 6 months, a year. I just got to be real. To be a speaker like me, I don't know that we can manufacture that in 6 months to a year.
Right.
But extreme execution, I could give you every single thing you needed. I could make sure, and with this tool, one, that you learn yourself in a way that you've never learned yourself before, and you become your best self, right? Two, everybody in your inner circle, right, could figure out who their best self was. This is the only tool that I've ever seen in my life that gave me and my wife, my kids, my community, my church, my ETA, a language, a common language. We never had a common language. Like, there's no way for me. There's certain things in the speaking game I couldn't define for you. Like, I can't systematically tell you, like, I can give you the principles, but I can't give you that scientific, empirical evidence-based boy that we could with this assessment. So that's number one. It's going to take you and your family to a whole other level. Number two, you could actually increase your leadership skills. It's like, yo, you become Professor X automatically of the X-Men. Like, you're not Wolverine, you're not Storm. You feel me? Like, you're literally Professor X. You could literally become a leader, and any individual in your school, your church, your office, you could literally position them. You could help them to get on the right bus, sit in the right seats, doing the right stuff, right? And then finally, you could use this tool to make money. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs it. When I ask people, what percentage do you feel of the world's population don't know their purpose? They say 80%. Bingo. So you have a tool that can show that 80% of the world who don't know what their purpose is in life, within 15 minutes of them taking an assessment and 30 minutes into you explaining to them some things, you could get them on the track to success. I had never had a tool in my life that was so comprehensive, that used a series of words to define and position folks. I truly feel like Phil Jackson now coaching Michael Jordan, taking somebody who's good and helping Mike to become great. So I know you can make money from it, but here's the deal. If you never use it to make money, you could change the course of your life, the course of your family's life. Man, my son is using this and got his own lane in sports. He killing this thing,
Right.
and connecting with us, and I'm like, yo, my man, like I had to think about it the other day. I'm like, cause I be on his head. But I'm like, yo, the reality is he just turned 25 a month ago. You feel me? Like
Right,
he
right.
ain't. I have to think about that sometimes, Moose. I be forgetting. Like I don't care how old you are, you my son. I got high expectations. But I was like, yo, Moose, he was just 24 years old. I just got off the phone, my agent with my daughter's agent, her mama, and she's been doing the test forever. We've literally created what was necessary for our family, a family company that she's going to run. My wife was negotiating with Tiff on her salary. You feel me?
Wow.
I was just saying that it is the most comprehensive, explosive, game-changing tool I've ever had. And no human should die without spending at least a year or two with it.
Wow.
Tag, you're it, Moose.
Doc, you've used it. What's been my favorite part, and I bring this up in every single space, every single community, every single call, every single training. I don't care, because I think it's so important that people just get this trait, this outlook in them, is that there's probably not too many things that you can acquire now, right? Like, because you have it, or most of, like, you've done a lot already, but you still utilize the tool first and foremost on yourself,
Mhm.
right? And I just want people to just understand, like, man, if you have the wealth, if you have the material things that you want, if you
Absolutely.
have all of these things that you desire, the opportunity, the profession, the family, all of this, but you're still looking for ways to improve, and specifically you've done it with this tool. Talk to the people about how they can capitalize on this tool, this flight assessment and extreme execution, as we've talked about it, how it's helped you to do that, even at the highest level, and how they can begin to benefit. Because you said 80% of the people don't know their purpose. Well, how can I begin to utilize that tool to help me find my purpose, maybe help me with my team, my business, and some of these other areas?
Well, first and foremost, Moose, it's 22 pages. All you got to do is read them. I mean, come on, like it's right there. You feel me? All you got to do is study it. When people ask me now, what book should I read? The Book of You?
Mm.
You should read the Book of You, the assessment. That's the book you should read. Like you should get to know you. Like stop trying to get to know the Book of Eric. I don't know how much that's going to help you. Like I don't know if you copy me, if you're going to be as successful being me as I've been being me. So you should study yourself. Now that doesn't mean that you don't borrow from the traits of the greats, but
Right.
you wouldn't even know what traits to borrow from without this assessment. I wouldn't try to borrow the great traits of a pilot when I'm a flight attendant. I would study the Will Smiths of the world. I would study the Oprah Winfrey's of the world because they share the trait. I would study my grandmama. You feel me? Because these are the people that have the traits that I have, right? And so I think that's number one. It's 22 pages. Like, invest in yourself. Now, a lot of you might need a coach, just like those of us who study in school. You need a professor, somebody who's already gone through it and know it in a way that you don't know it, because what they do is expedite time. They shorten time, right? So I believe that the reason why I study it is because I do have so much. That's why I study it, because I do have so much, because I have seen so much, and I don't want to go backwards. I not only want to sustain what I have, I want to take what I have to the next level. That's like somebody that invests in the stock market. You don't invest in the stock market in 2010 and just let your money sit. You don't just let your money sit. You are either moderately or extremely aggressive, and you're constantly moving your money, studying, doing things with investing in your money. You don't stop. You don't just quit. Like, oh, okay, I put money in my 401k back in 2004. That's not how you diversify your portfolio. That's not how you expand and grow your portfolio. You grow it by monthly, weekly, putting into it and studying it. So why is it that we study everything but ourselves? So for me, Moose, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. I am here, man, presidential suite, bro. I asked my man, like, yo, what's the acreage? He says 2,000 something square feet. It says 2,000 something square feet, Moose. And guess what? They gave it to me for free for my birthday for 4 days.
Wow.
Then brought up stuff, bringing stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Bringing gifts up. I'm like, bruh, look, I don't want to lose this, Moose. I don't want to lose this.